What's up, Wander Nerds? I am just recovering from surgery, but you know what? It's a happy day and a happy place, so we're going to start wandering again. This time with my sister on the left and 3 of our friends. We're going to pack up a rental from Florida, say we're just 5 cool gals from Tallahassee, and head on out. We drove through the night from LA over to Valley of Fire State Park in Nevada, which seems like just a couple of cool desert canyons, but don't worry. It gets more interesting as the trip goes on. You can imagine with 5 girls, it takes a little while to set up the perfect shot, but I think we got some along the way, and also a perfect shot of some wildlife. Yeah, that's a goat. Just hanging out, watching us, doing goat things. It was kind of nice to get out of my hobbit hole for a while and check out some cool landscapes rather than my typical nerdy cafes. There's plenty of neat stuff to see right off the road, like Elephant Rock, or you can wander farther inward. As we did, we saw the landscape change quite a bit. And we even saw the wildlife change a bit as well. Yep, that's a duck. We saw a duck on our hike. I'm pretty sure the TikTok is Ducks in Space if you want to look it up. But anyway, the fire wave was really picturesque at sunset. I highly recommend it. Even if you're just getting silly poses with your sister because you guys can't be serious together for like 2 seconds. We rounded out the day by saying goodbye to Nevada and eventually making our way on to Page, Arizona, where we woke up bright and early the next morning to go check out some cool spots. Can you guess where we went first? It was another quick, brisk hike over to Horseshoe Bend. This majestic monument of Navajo sandstone is beautiful any time of day, any time of year, but we felt lucky that we beat the crowds by going later in the season. Now it's about 89 stories up, so you do get a little bit of vertigo when you're hanging out on the edge. Next up was a slightly more involved trip down to Antelope Canyon. Now, according to our tour guide, this place holds a lot of spiritual significance to the local Native Americans, and you can see why as soon as you step in. From top to bottom, you can see why this place is much beloved. In fact, you can even see a heart if you try hard enough. Even without the best camera, this place is absolutely beautiful, serene, and there's no limit to the amazing shots that you can get down here. I could seriously spend all day down here just taking in the views and, of course, doing some gratuitous shots. Is this recognizable? It should be. Yeah, we tend to do the Spice Girls pose when we get together. And yeah, I'm Sporty Spice. Once we made it out, we were pretty hungry, so we headed on over to the local dam bar, which is themed as you would expect. It's a dam inside. At this point, we were pretty exhausted, but we had to rally because the next morning was the culmination of our journey. This day, we were going to take a 6-mile round-trip hike through the backcountry all the way to the highly coveted Wave. Now, to build some anticipation, we did pass some really cool spooky trees on our way, so I'm just going to give you some shots of those while you think about what the Wave might actually look like in your own brain. Because to be honest, it actually did blow my mind once we get in. It's one of those places where you think maybe it won't look as cool as it does on the gram. Well, it does. I'm here to tell you it's fantastic and absolutely worth it if you can get in on the lottery. They only allow 60 people in a day, so we were very privileged in the fact that we got to be there and experience it in person. You know I had to rep my love for the Loki series, so of course I wore that tracksuit in. And you'll remember earlier when I said I had surgery. I did. And technically I'm only supposed to be walking right now, but I think a 6-mile hike still counts. But I'll tell you, I was completely done in by the end of it. We ended up driving back over to Vegas for our last night together and then promptly went right back to the room just to hang out and play games. I wish that duck could have joined us, though. I'll never forget him. Or our time hanging out, just 5 gals from Tallahassee in the canyons. Until next time, I'll see you out there.